What's going on, guys? Today we're going to have a very serious conversation. So I want you guys to check out this whole video because I'm going to tell you some truths that will be uncomfortable. But these truths need to be told, and we need to actually get these things out. All right, this is how it starts. I open up my email and I get an email from someone who bought a course 4, 5, or 6 years ago. And they'll say, hey, how do I get access to the course? And they always mention the course that I paid for. I paid for. Now, let me explain something that's happening to you. Due to scammers, to get back in these older courses, they require information like what credit card I use, the name of the students, the name of the programs, I have to provide all of that. I can't leave one of those things out. So until I can provide all of the information, 4 or 5 years ago, I don't even remember what credit card I used. And once again, due to scammers, a lot of my credit card numbers have changed because right now, scamming is at an all-time high. It is ridiculous what's going on. I have to change all the credit cards I use. I had to change them because someone tried to scam me. So credit card number, email address, it's a laundry list. And they'll tell you, until you provide all this stuff, we're not going to give you access to this course. So 4, 5, 6 years ago, I get this email. And then they want to get cute. Well, if you don't give me access back, I'll take it as a lesson learned. And I'm just sitting here like, didn't you understand anything I told you that I cannot access the course? Which moves us to a larger point. Why the fuck did you buy something you didn't use? All right. I'm going to take a little detour here. Back in the day, I was homeless. Back in the day, I went through a horrible divorce. Back in the day, I keep saying back in the day because this was years and years ago. And what I feel is people have heard that story and realize that even if you have these bad things that happen to you, there's a possibility for you to level up. And honestly, there is. You can level up. But here's the thing. When I was in that boarding house, I was working 7 days a week. I had a full-time job, I had a part-time job. I was always working. I was always hustling. I was always moving. And that is the key thing that y'all freaking ignore. The work. You got to do the work to get the results. And it's consistently ignored. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of getting these emails. I'm like, I sold you this 4 or 5 years ago and you did nothing with the information. And this is one of the biggest problems. And this is why I've changed up my whole thing. That's why there's a graduation program. With the Royal Prince program, you must go through the process, come on YouTube and talk. You must graduate to get access to the disruptive mail stuff. You got to graduate. You've got to put in the work. You cannot get to what you really want until you put in the work. Because this is something I've seen. I've had people spend $10,000 with me and not do the work. And I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? What is going on? And this is a core problem. A lot of people get caught up in, well, yeah, he did this. I can do the same thing. But when it comes back to the work, when I was in the storage auction business, a business that I loved, I truly loved it. I worked 12, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That went on for years. But it was like, I remember one Sunday, I was laying in bed. I didn't really want to get up. And I said, I had to go clean this unit out because it was the last day I had to go to clean the unit out. So I get up, go to the warehouse, get a truck. I go by Home Depot and pick me up some Mexicans because it's a big unit. It's a full unit. And we go up there and we start moving the stuff out, and I find this chest full of love letters and other stuff. And that chest literally made my year. It was these beautiful love. I kept some of those letters until I started moving around a lot and I lost track of them. But that was the joy of the business, just finding these random treasures. And then, we loaded up and we got the stuff to the warehouse. And then once again, work. I took pictures, instantly started posting that stuff on Craigslist. Do you know I made $3,200 that Sunday? Because I actually went up, got the unit, brought it to the warehouse, posted stuff on Craigslist. Action, 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 action. And this is one of the hugest problems I have with you guys. You don't take action. For some reason, you're hoping that it's just going to come down from heaven and bless you. It's not. You must do the work. So the new training, and this is like today, we've got training, and I got a gentleman. This is real interesting. This is a guy. His native roots are from Nigeria. His family, he immigrated to London. His mother lives in London. And his mother's like, oh, I really wish we had a hospital in my village. And this guy grew up and he did it. This guy is not someone I'm going to have to say, do the work. He's going to do the work. We're going to set up his YouTube channel. We're going to do some funding. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Because this training is very different. It's very different because it has a very high level of accountability. A really high level of accountability. None of this, all right, you buy the course. I did not know that the high non-compliance rate with online courses. I buy an online course. Guess what? I sit down and actually do it. I go through it and I do but I found out that that's rare. And this is one of the reasons there's so much negativity about online courses, because you can spend all this money for a good online course. But the thing is, because people are not doing the work and they're not getting the results, and then they're saying, I was scammed and they took advantage of me. They just took my money. No. Like, I got an email last night, and I was just sitting there like, hey, I cannot get back in that course. I can't. And this is why I have the Emerge Forge, Hustlers Kung Fu. That's it. And I have a Passionate Friday. I am not going to create any more Think If If courses, because the thing is, once you lose access, it's virtually impossible to get back in. And I got some students I know would love to know about the new training, but I can't reach them. So if you're not watching the YouTube channel, and you're just not going to know about it. But here's the thing. You got to do the work. And and once again, like right now, you will see there's a bunch of new channels. And I'm going to tell you why. I got Disruptive Male. I got 2 videos on there kicking. The channel has 178 subscribers. I got one video with 3,000 views. See, let me explain to you why I'm doing the work, because I have a problem with both these YouTube channels, this channel and the larger one. I have a bunch of folks that came on from the Anton Daniels era. They came on to see what was going on. These folks don't want to start a business, don't want to make more money. They're drama fed. They're looking for drama. They're looking for debates. They're looking for arguments. This group of people they don't want to build anything. They don't want to be better men. They don't want to create anything. They just don't want to do nothing. So there's a bunch of those folks on the main channel, and there's some of them over here. And this is why when I put out a certain type of video, they will not watch it. Oh, you're talking about self-improvement? You're talking about making more money? I ain't interested in that. I'm looking for some drama. And that's why these channels, what's going to happen? I could explain to you what's happening. I got, let's see, Savage Money, Intellectual Property School, Disruptive Mail, and Mac Daddy. I feel that Disruptive Mail is going to be the one that's going to get the play button this year. I will get another silver play button. But once again, the way that I'm building these channels, they're very unique and distinct. And this is something that's going to be in the training. I literally made these channels 2 weeks ago, and I have a video on Savage Money popping, 16,000 views. I only have 100 and some subscribers, which means it's getting into YouTube. And I got 2 videos, and then I got another video triggered over there on Disruptive Mail. So here's the thing. I have put out there that we will be doing YouTube training for everyone that's in the King program, the Royal Prince program, and folks who've signed up for Intellectual Property School. So we're going to be rolling out every Thursday for the next probably 6 to 8 weeks, talking about talking about intellectual property type stuff. And it's going to be very, very different. It's going to be lit. It's going to be hot. It's going to be sexy. Because if you do the work, you will make money. That's the key. If you do the work, you will make money. That's the thing you've got to do. That's the thing you have to recognize. That's the thing that you have to understand. If you do the work, you will make money. And like today, because I got these new channels that are popping, I'm not even worried about the old channels anymore. I will probably put up maybe 2 or 3 videos on this channel today and just keep it going, keep it rolling. Because, I saw this comment on one of the new channels. Man, I ain't seen you in years. I'm glad you. So the YouTube algorithm is pushing my content to old subscribers. It's pushing it out. It's pushing it out. So this is something I can teach you how to set up a YouTube channel in 90 days, be making money. How do I know? 2009, August, September, October. The book was ready October. I started selling the book in October. So even before I knew what YouTube was and how YouTube worked, and YouTube was very, very different back then, I was able to make money in 90 days from scratch. And it was exciting. It was really exciting to be able to make money from scratch. It was like, whoa, this is hot. This is sexy. This is crazy, sexy, cool. TLC was able to do this. And I want you guys to join me in the success, but you got to do the work. That's the key. You got to do the work. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes the work just sucks. Like I said, that day I woke up, I had to go get that surgery. I didn't want to do it. But I knew in the back of my mind that if it was a big storage unit, it was a 10 by 30, and I had to take the 25-foot truck and I had to get me 2 Mexicans. I knew that, because see, this is something else that no one talks about. When you don't move these units out on time, sometimes they'll take them back from you or they'll give them to someone else after you paid for them, and you can't get your money back. So I knew, because this one was lingering, because I knew it was big, it was far away, and I didn't really want to do it. But I got up 6:30. I was in the truck 7 o'clock. I was at Home Depot 7:30. Got to the unit, got that sucker unloaded. Barely got everything on the truck. I mean, the truck was packed tight. And I mean, barely got everything on there. Like literally, we had to put some stuff up on top. And we get to the warehouse and we unload that sucker, start selling it. So, even when you don't feel like it, there's got to be something in you to get you up and get you going, to activate you. That has to be in you somewhere. It has to be. Because the new training, like you're not going to see it now, but 3-4 months, you'll start seeing testimonials and results. Because I designed this stuff. I'm not going to, in the future, I'm not going to get these emails, oh, I bought a course from you 4 or 5 years ago and I want access. Motherfucker, you didn't do the work. And that's why you don't have the success you need. And now I'm beginning to figure out some stuff because, once again, I'm stupid in some regards. Number one, give out these free courses. They'll do the work. They'll start making money and they buy your most. Just dumb, stupid. I actually thought people were going to take the free courses and do the work. Didn't happen. So I stopped giving away free courses. Then I got people mad. It's like, hey, I want the free course. I want the free course. You're not a man of your word. Trying to shame me into giving them a free course that they're not going to do. Then it's gotten very, very different. It's gotten very, very, well, I'm different. I've changed. I've changed how I look at stuff. I changed how I set things up. I've changed quite a bit. And one of the things that I've changed on is this whole pathology of creating course, because this thing is implementation. And let me just tell you something. For those of you who make it through the Royal Prince program and get to the disruptive male stuff, that training is life-changing training. Teach you how to get women. See, let's just go in that. Right now, this was one of the biggest things I had when I started Disruptive Male. And I started putting up receipts, showing pictures of me with beautiful women. And it was like, you don't have that look to get that type of chick. And I'm like, motherfuckers, once you understand the game, it doesn't matter what the fuck you look like. Women judge us totally different than we judge them. I'm like, I'm in the airport with this chick. Met her on Craigslist. Super cute Asian chick. In the airport, and we walking hand in hand, and white dudes are like, what the fuck? Because she is very, very attractive. And she got an ass on her for an Asian. She got an ass on her for any woman. Really cute, walking, holding hands. And dudes are like, how the fuck you get her? Dude actually stopped me in the restroom. He's like, hey man, how'd you get her? I said, what do you mean? He said, man, she's banging. I'm like, and I told him, I said, I got a very big dick. That's what got her. Because when I fucked her and made her moan like that, she was sold. Which is kind of a true story. Kind of a true story. But here's the thing. Once you understand that you level yourself up, it doesn't matter what the fuck you look like. It don't matter. Once you get in this new training, like literally, you could go up to drop dead gorgeous women and introduce yourself. And a lot of times they'd be like, oh, really? Because they're not used to it. They're not used to it. So once I get to that disrupt, because I'm thinking in my mind what I'm gonna put into it, it's gonna be life-changing for the few who actually go through the Royal Prince. Because here's the thing. When I was out here doing my thing, I treated all my women good. Now, I wasn't doing Anton Daniels tricking, buying bracelets, flying chick. I wasn't doing none of that bullshit. These women were I had multiple girlfriends, and I treated my multiple girlfriends well. Really, really well. And what I want to do is create a group of men who have the economic ability to treat the woman that they're fucking the shit out of extremely well. Create a better fucking society. Create a wave of men that like, oh, chicks be like, yo man, do you like that? Does he have a brother? Create a wave of good, solid men. This whole notion, hey man, I just want to fuck her and leave her or fuck. Why the fuck do you think we have so many single mothers out here? Because motherfuckers I'm out, baby. I ain't marrying you. We're not building a family. I'm moving the fuck on. You and that single little kid, you do what you need to do. Creating a very bad society. And I'm just not going to be part of this group of people creating this bad society. I'm just not. So for the people who graduate the Royal Prince program and then get into Disruptive Male, it's going to be some life-changing content. But one of the things that we have to understand is we must do the work. And I keep screaming this, and it's like, you motherfuckers act like you can't fucking hear me. It's like it's gonna happen through osmosis, or heaven's gonna send down golden feathers and make your wallet fat. It ain't gonna happen. It's not. So, once again, we must do the work to become the men that we can become, and we must do the work to be the leaders and the protectors and the providers that we can be. We must do the work. This morning, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta work out. And you know what? I don't wanna do it. I'm not like, yeah, let's go to the gym and get on the treadmill and throw some weights. I really don't wanna do it. But guess what? After I do this video, get it processed and get it up, I'm gonna walk my ass up there, and I'm gonna force myself on the treadmill, then I'm gonna get in the flow, I'm gonna do my workout. You have to have a level of inner pushing yourself to make yourself do the work. Do the work, man. So today we have live YouTube training. Live. And once again, stop being last minute Larry. Stop. I will have a bunch of people who will buy the course just before the training starts. And they'll be emailing me and messaging me. And I'm like, dude, stop being last minute Larry, all right? Get in the course early, please. Thank you.